This week on a brand new episode of Strong Arm Sports Podcast.
Will Liangelo get drafted, Spade? Talk to your boy.
At this point, Liangelo probably got a better chance of being drafted into the military than he do being drafted into the NBA.
I think somebody would sign him up in the G League, Spade. I do.
We supposed to be the losers, but we winning though. They used to laugh at us, now we grinning though. They used to tell me never in my lifetime. I guess they wasn't in their right mind. Underdog.
What's going on, folks? Welcome back to a brand new exciting episode of Strong Arm Sports Podcast. We just the realest sport podcast in all the land.
True.
Bro, I don't know if you hear me. I mean in all the land.
True.
Man, we are back to wrap up the previous week of sports in dramatic fashion. No BS, no sugarcoating, no biases. Only the strong arm truth. This happens to be the first time you catch our show here on YouTube, or maybe you listening on one of our various podcast channels. I'm one half of the show. I go by the name of K Spade the Prospect.
And I'm your boy, Ep170, and together we form Strong Arm Sports Spade.
Yes, sir.
I usually start off this show, Spade, and I be like, we got a great show for you. Spade. I ain't doing that today. Spade. I'm strong arming the topic in it right now. I want to get your thoughts on it right now.
Oh, Lord. We strong arming out the gate. What you got,
Yo,
bro?
out the gate. Spade.
Yes.
Baseball season started. It was opening day during this week. Baseball is not a topic on this show, y'all. But, Spade, I got to get your thoughts. Talk to me about opening day of baseball. Keep it real. Keep it real, Spade.
I mean, what you want me to tell you? We don't care. Look, I haven't cared about baseball since Ken Griffey Jr. hung up the cleats. The last time I was a baseball fan, Frank Thomas was the big hurt, and him and Bo Jackson was teammates. So I don't know why you asking me about opening day.
I'm asking you, Spade, because I know I supported some of them. Well, a few of them like baseball. They like baseball.
Yes. A lot of
and
people
they're going to be in this comment section like, you guys didn't mention opening day, so I felt like we should have mentioned opening day.
Well, I got you. Hey, guys, baseball finna start.
It started. It was like a 1-0 game in like 26 innings.
LeParis, these people should know I live in Georgia, and I got a chance to grow up in a time where the Braves had Glavine, Smokes, Maddox, Justice, Gant, Pendleton.
I'm surprised you know this many baseball players.
Look, back then, it was kind of tough to not be a fan. We was tomahawk chopping. Since then, I don't know what the Braves are doing, man. The Braves are terrible. This isn't a baseball town anymore. The Braves have moved out of Atlanta. They moved up to Cobb County. The Cobb County Braves. We don't care about baseball. Sorry.
Bet. So, one more question, Spade, and then I'm going to get started. What do you say to the people that say, oh, they don't like baseball, but they wear all these baseball hats?
You just made me look at myself. Hey, it's all about matching, man. It's all,
Okay.
I got a Pirates hat because it go with some Jordans I got. It's all about matching. It's about fashion here. We do fashion on this show, too, but we don't do baseball.
Facts. Now, let's get into the meat and potatoes of this show, Spade.
Let's get it, man.
And I want to start in the NFL. And I'm going to tell you, it was a lot of things happening. We ain't even get to the draft yet. This is why the NFL will reign superior. Because we ain't even get to the draft yet. And it still got people like, yo, the league.
Oh, my God. It's probably the best offseason the NFL has ever had.
That's not true. But, Spade, I got to start in New York. A crazy situation, man. If you guys don't know, Giants management came out and was like, nobody is untouchable, but we do not have plans to trade Odell Beckham Jr. We all know that Odell, not only do we want to be the highest paid wide receiver in the league, he want to be one of the highest paid players in the league. Yeah. One of the highest paid players. So I don't know how that's going to work out. Odell actually came out earlier this week and said he will not touch the field of play if he hasn't received a contract extension. But that's not what we're talking about, Spade. Okay. Giant management also came out and said, if we do decide to trade Odell, we want 2 first-round picks. And I guess right behind that, Odell came through like, watch this. I wouldn't mind being traded to the Rams. I like it out there. The Rams has got something going. Spade, what the hell is going on in New York? And tell me, do you see Odell ending up in LA?
I actually don't. And I'm going to tell you something. Odell is a lot of things, but one of the things I think we don't give him enough credit for is being a pretty smart guy. Odell's pretty smart, so he's kind of played into it too. Reportedly, he told some of the Rams players, and I quote, "I want in," meaning that he wants to play for the Rams. We know that him and Todd Gurley got a pretty good friendship, I guess. They once signed jerseys and swapped jerseys after the game. I don't know if that means they friends, because NFL players do this a lot. I mean, somebody go out there and get their whole ass beat on the field and switch jerseys with the person that just beat them up for 4 quarters. But hey, this is the NFL. But one quote in particular I took from this article that I was reading was somebody from Giants management saying, and I quote, "You don't quit on talent." I think it gets to the point with some of the extra things that come with Odell has become a bit of a problem. It's become problematic to people in New York. And, you know, New York is a big media city. You know what I'm saying? It's a mainstream city. So with that, everything he does is going to be evaluated under the microscope. It's going to be talked about a lot. You got to worry about how that's going to affect your locker room. You know, you got guys that they just want to show up and play. Every time they turn around, they being asked questions about what Odell did. Odell dancing. Odell got tattoos on his leg. Odell, whatever the hell else Odell got going on. So I kind of feel like the Giants saying, hey, nobody's untouchable out here. If we get the right offer, we'll make anything shake. Maybe that's their move to try to say, hey, Odell, I know you think you the GOAT and all that, but you ain't above the law. We can get you out of here. And Odell saying, hey, I want in. That's his way of countering back. Like, hey, y'all can move me if you want. I'll be okay. And at the end of the day, I don't think either one of these sides want to part with the other. I fully expect Odell to be back in New York. Fully.
The crazy thing is, I agree with you 100%. I actually thought you was going to go the other way, and you big on this in New York media market. You said that Baker Mayfield couldn't handle that, and Odell has been in a lot of off the field stuff. You know, he just got caught. I think he was in France or London in a bed with a model or IG chick with drugs, allegedly. You got to say allegedly. But Spade, I agree with you 100%. I don't think Odell will be moved, and people, a lot of players, Spade, they always say, oh, if I don't have a long-term deal, I'm not going to play. We seen Le'Veon Bell ended up playing. We seen who just played under the tag, Kirk Cousins. He played under the tag 3-4 years. Well, I think 3 years. I mean, I think it's going to be hard for Odell to turn. I mean, if he get tagged, what are you going to make? Probably $18 million for 1 year. It's going to be crazy.
But he wants $20 a year. He reported he wants $20 million per year.
Yeah. Do you see him getting $20 million a year? You see him being one of the highest paid players in the league?
No.
No?
No. $20 million a year for Odell? No.
That's a lot. Especially, it's such a quarterback dependent position, man.
See, look, I'm gonna tell you why I say no, Lopez. It's not because I don't think Odell's one of the best receivers in this league.
Yeah.
This would break it, because you better believe while he talking that, it's a bunch of other folks sitting back like, this man saying he want $20 million a year. See, people will do what you. I mean, not just in sports. In general, people will kind of do what you allow. LaParis, you and I, a lot of times, we see things on TV and the news and be like, I can't believe that happened. Or, you working at a fast food restaurant and somebody take their drink and pour it on you. I can't see that happening to me, because I'm coming over that counter and I'm beating somebody's ass. So I don't really see that happening to me. But people would do what you allow. So it's been kind of set. It's an unwritten rule. Nobody ever came out and said wide receivers can't make as much as quarterbacks. That's never been said. It's just kind of been implied. And if Odell gets $20 million a year, it is going to break the system. You're going to have so many people like, you know what? I don't want money for my position. I want top money. And things will go crazy. And you already got owners saying ignorant shit like you can't have the inmates running the prison. They not finna let Odell break this unwritten rule that the league has been surviving on forever. They not finna let that happen.
That's a good point, man. Spade, man. It's just been so much between Odell and the Giants as of late. I don't know. I totally agree with your point. I don't see them parting ways, but I totally think the Giants are getting tired of Odell's shit. And Odell,
I think they are too.
Say it again?
I'm saying I agree. I think they are getting tired of the extra.
And it would definitely take a king's ransom for them to move Odell. But, I'm hearing people say, the Rams give them, the 23rd pick the hour before the draft. Maybe the 23rd, first round 23rd or whatever they got. They got, a high 20 pick. in the first round, maybe the Giants would take it. I don't think the Giants would take that. No way. No way I would take, like, it would have to be like the Browns. Like, I would have to get the Browns' first 2 picks to move Odell. You know, Spade, I had Odell, I think, number 1 on my wide receiver list. I love Odell. Odell is a beast on the field. But I agree with you. I don't think you can pay Odell. Oh, I don't think, not just Odell. I don't think you can pay a wide receiver $20 million because it's so dependent on the quarterback. Like,
he can't get it without the quarterback. He can't even get the ball without the quarterback.
Exactly. The quarterback has to decide to throw Odell the ball. Now, Odell is a talented guy. I'm pretty sure he's going to get his targets. But you look at Eli. Eli, damn, this is Eli last leg. Like, you know, he winding down. So the next guy behind Eli, if he stays with the Giants, it's so dependent on that next guy. Like, that next guy could be amazing. That next guy could be in the dumps. And Odell can go from getting 100 and something catches a year to getting 50 catches, making $20 million. Woo! That's a big cap hit for a guy that's so dependent on another position. And I don't know if you can do that.
Let me throw this in before we move forward.
Go ahead.
The Rams have had an amazing offseason.
Woo!
Bruh, could they even afford Odell? Could they even afford him?
Spade, they ain't paid my dude Aaron Donald yet, and Aaron Donald going to want that bag.
And he deserved it.
Defensive player of the year. I mean, whew, he's going to get that bag. I don't know who the highest paid defensive player in the league is right now. Probably Von Miller, maybe. Maybe Von. I'm not sure. I know somebody going to correct me in the comment section. I think it's Von. I don't remember, though. But Aaron Donald would probably be the highest paid defensive player in the league, man. So I don't know how much cap room. They got a lot of people still on rookie deals, Spade. So
yeah, that's true. They
got a lot of people still on rookie deals, but all these people are going to want to get broke off, and I feel like that's the reason the Rams are kind of going for it now because Spade, you know, when once the team goes to the Super Bowl, and I'm not saying the Rams going to make a Super Bowl on paper. We talked about this last night, Spade. I said on paper the Rams look amazing without Odell.
People already got them winning their division. Let's move forward. That's a great way to segue into the next topic, man. In case y'all ain't know, man, I'm going to tell you this right here. The Rams have really impressed me. If you looking at what the Rams are doing in this offseason and you're not impressed with that effort, and right now you can only grade them on effort because you can get all these pieces and put them on your team and it can ultimately not work. But I get sick of seeing franchises afraid to make moves. You know, they I don't know what they be doing. Carolina, I don't know what they be doing. Dallas.
Speak on it. I've been critical. I've been critical about Dallas this offseason.
You can't help but be critical. I don't know what y'all doing. But anyway, if you look over here, man, you look at Wade Phillips, who already had that defense looking like it was the move. And this offseason has been like Christmas for Wade Phillips. Marcus Peters came over. Aqib Talib came over. And most recently, Ndamukong Suh comes over. Now, you put Ndamukong Suh beside Aaron Donald. Now, granted, Robert Quinn on the edge is now gone. Robert Quinn is gone. But you put these two guys right here. Golly, man. Like, we don't know how it's going to work. I'm a Dolphin fan. We just had Ndamukong Suh beside Cameron Wake for a few years. And I thought it was going to equal complete havoc for the opposing team. And it didn't always equal that. Of course, injuries and other things come into play. But, I mean, like I said, you look at what the Rams was doing on defense anyway. To me, hands down, the Rams win this offseason. LaParis is there any other team who could possibly throw a rock at what the Rams did in the offseason?
Spade, you want to know what? I would have made an argument. Just an argument. I'm not saying they had a better offseason than the Rams. But I could have made an argument about the Browns.
Yeah.
The Browns made a ton of moves. I could have made an argument about them. And I could really make an argument if they don't F up this draft. If they don't F up this draft. Say it again?
Don't hold your breath. We talking about the Browns.
Oh, I'm not, because I'd be done suffocating myself.
You ain't never lied.
I could have made an argument
on camera.
For real. I could have made an argument for the Browns. But Spade, you look at the Rams on paper. If we just talking on paper because we know all this stuff got to translate to the field, and we don't know how that's going to happen. Mm-hmm. But on paper, Spade, they look amazing. Oh my God, Spade! When I seen them, first of all, you know how big I was how much I was on Aaron Donald coming out of college, and we have debates about top fives all the time on this show, and you know I love Ndamukong Suh. I seen Ndamukong Suh in college with Nebraska get double teamed, slip the double team, stiff arm one dude, and still make the play. Like still get a sack on the quarterback. And Ndamukong Suh, Spade, I don't know what you. If you're in that division and you got to see, barring injury or anything, and you got to see those dudes twice, Jimmy G is going to be in trouble. Spade, who you double teaming? Yeah. Spade, who you double teaming?
All you can do is dial up some quick stuff. Screens.
It's going to have to be super quick because, I mean,
some bootleg
neither one of those dudes is blockable one-on-one. You can't block one.
Yeah, man.
Go ahead. You cannot block them dudes one-on-one. So if you double teaming Aaron Donald, Suh going to eat. If you double teaming Suh, Aaron Donald going to eat. Aaron Donald was the man last year getting double teaming, still ate.
And LeParis, to be fair, when Aaron Donald came out of college, who did you tell me he was the next coming of?
Warren Sapp.
Well, I think at some point you said Ndamukong Suh, but it was funny because Ndamukong Suh is definitely going to pass the torch, and it's just crazy to have both of them. Yeah, I mean, Sapp's out of the league, so of what's in the league. When Suh first came in the league, when he first came from Nebraska, he came in with that same ferocity that you see in Aaron Donald. Like, Aaron Donald's a lot shorter. I don't know if he's a lot shorter, but he looks short.
He's short. I want to say Aaron Donald might be 5'11", Spade. Let me look it up real quick. I got to look it up.
I don't even know if he's that. He might be listed at that. I don't even know if he's that. He looks short. But, boy, once that ball is snapped, his motor's crazy. And to have both of them.
They got him at 6 feet. Team. They got him at 6 feet. They lying.
Yeah, that's a stretch.
They lying. Spade. It's scary, man. I gotta say kudos to the Rams. We want teams to be aggressive. We want teams to go out for the gusto, and they at least attempting to go get it. And I feel like I was saying, I feel like that's why they trying to go get it now. They understand a lot of these dudes are still on rookie dudes. A lot of these pieces are not going to be here in the future because we're going to have to pay some of these guys. Ty Gurley's going to get paid. Goff is going to get paid. They decided to let Sammy go. They decided to let Ogletree go. They decided to let Quinn go. And Aaron Donald's going to get paid. They're going to have to pay one of these damn corners. Maybe Talib don't have that, that big window left with the Rams. But I feel like they are trying to go get it now because they're like, we got these guys on this rookie deal. And Spade, once a team get deep in the playoffs, once a team make it to a Super Bowl, the whole NFL start picking players off that roster. They be like, let me get that. Then you lose a lot of players. And I think the Rams understand that, and I feel like that's why they are going to get it now. And kudos to them because they, on paper, that's all we can talk about right now. Plus, Spade, oh my gosh, last point, and then I'm going to move on. We didn't even get to the draft yet. They still got a draft pick. Yeah. Jesus. Yeah. So that could potentially turn into another impact player that can help them out. I don't know, man. Spade, if they get Odell, it'd just be amazing.
It'd be over.
I don't know.
I mean, Odell ain't getting that money he want out there, but who knows?
We can move on, bro.
Let's do it.
Sticking to the NFL. Spade, here we go again. Right. They done made an adjustment to the catch rule again. Spade, I'm so confused. And I'm gonna read. Before I get your opinion, I'm gonna read I'm doing quote fingers over here. The proposed catch defining rules, and I'm more confused. Maybe you can explain it. The NFL, boy, they are making catching the football just trigonometry out here. They're making it statistics. They're making it calculus. They're making it more confusing than it has to be. One, control of the ball. Like, that should be a no-brainer, right? Of course they should control the ball. 2, 2 feet down on another body part. We know 1 knee equal 2 feet. We already know that rule. It's a football move. 3, a football move such as a third step, reaching, extending for the line to gain, or the ability to perform such act. They said with these new rules in place, the Dez Bryant catch would be a catch. The Jesse James catch against the Patriots would be a catch. Spade. So, what are they doing? Why do the NFL make catching the football so hard, man?
You know what I think they trying to do, LaParis? And I don't know if you're going to agree with me here. I think their game plan is to give their officiating crews an out. Because every time they come back and they tinker with this and they make revisions to it, it's still not really clearly defined. Now we're going to be having arguments about what is a football move. Like,
thank you, bro.
At first, I was right with them. I was like, cool. And then they was like a football move. And I was like, here we go. Here's another thing for us to argue and debate about.
Ref, exactly.
Yep.
That's going to be left to said ref interpretation. It's still going to be confusing. Go ahead, Spade.
It is, but they're doing it on purpose. Because by making something just a little bit cloudy, if a bad call happens, if a play get botched, at least you can't know without any shadow of a doubt that official screwed up. Now he still can hide behind, is this a football move? What's a football move to you? That's not a football move to me. And I guess I want to applaud the fact that they tried to make it more clear, but then I got to give them my F on trying to make it more clear. Because they tried to make it more clear, but I'm no more clear today than I was 2 weeks ago. I still don't know.
I agree. I'm more confused. It's still going to be left up to said person interpretation, man. Mm-hmm. And you know, this is going to cause a lot of fumbles too, Spade, because they're gonna be like, was that a football move? That was a football move. You know what? Let's just call it a fumble. Like it's a fumble. I don't understand why catching a football is this hard that it needs this many rules. A football, it's a reaching or extending. Now we seen a ton of plays last year, Spade. There was a ton of plays last year when people extended to the end zone and the ball hit the pylon. It didn't hit the ground, but the ball hit the pylon, went out of bounds, and they called it a fumble, and then it was a touchback. Which is Spade, I don't understand why
this your sport. This your trash ass sport.
Spade, I've been banging the cannon on the internet. Why do we not know what a catch is? This is like an ongoing issue for years now. For years. We still don't know what a catch is.
I know.
Go ahead, Spade.
I mean, I just feel sorry for you. If I could, I would reach over there in your little box and hand you a Kleenex. This your league.
I think this rule just complicated it a little more than it really already was. When you can see if it's a catch. You can see it's a catch. I felt, Spade, let me ask you. You felt the Jesse James catch was a catch against New England?
Yes.
Did you feel the Dez Bryant catch was a catch?
Yes.
And you felt, was it Zach Ertz in the Super Bowl? Did he catch that touchdown? Kind of.
Yes.
You felt that was a catch, right?
Yes.
I feel like people. I feel like people know what's a catch and what's not a catch, and I feel like the refs should know that too. But I feel like putting these rules out, it makes the refs second guess themselves, and it's only gonna confuse them more. It's only gonna confuse them more. So we're gonna still have these same issues. We're gonna have to go to replay, see if a guy did a football move. They're gonna be like, well, maybe that was a football move, so it's gonna be a fumble. It's gonna be a mess. It's a mess. It's a mess. It's a mess. I don't understand why catching a football is this hard.
This is your trash ass sport. LaParis, let's move forward. I got a great topic for you, bro.
Okay.
You talking about all the great news about the NFL and how, we're so great because you're talking about us and it ain't even the draft. Well, all this news ain't great. This got through talking about the catch rule. That was pretty trash. And I don't know how you're going to feel about this. I don't know how you're going to feel about this either. Lamar Jackson. Hey, this show is a fan of Lamar Jackson. He just had his pro day. Now,
we know Lamar time, Spade.
Nah, I'm not slandering him. For the second time in a row, Lamar chose not to run the 40. Which
people had a problem with.
Understand? You completely understand.
Yep.
He went out there. He proved that he could throw from under center. LaParis, let me tell you what he did that a lot of people don't do at their pro days.
Go ahead.
A lot of folks, when they display that they can throw from under center, they just get up and they pretend like it's a center there. They don't actually bring a center to their pro day. Lamar Jackson did. His dropbacks look good. Most of his throws look good. Most of them look accurate. Most of them look on the money. What we did realize in this thing is that his receivers, bruh, all I'm going to say is, I ain't never seen that. Look, we just got through talking about it's no pressure at a pro day. So if it ain't no pressure, why can't your receivers receive? Like you got, relax. Let these receivers go. It's not about y'all. A lot of folks came away with this thing feeling some kind of way. Like, I don't know why Lamar Jackson is so polarizing, but it don't seem to be many people in the middle. Either pro Lamar or you against him. And I did a lot of reading, and to my surprise, I saw somebody say that his pro day didn't help or hurt his draft stock. He didn't change any. Whatever people thought about him going into it, he didn't change their mind. He still showed some accuracy. This isn't my words. Still showed some issues throwing outside of the hash, that back shoulder fade. Said that he need to widen his stance. His stance is too narrow, and just basically pick the man apart. And there's some folks, LaPierre's actually upset that he didn't run the 40. How do you feel about both? One, did he help his stock in your opinion? And two, what do you feel about this not running the 40?
Before I go, Spade, I want you to tell the people, because I felt like you explained it perfectly. Tell the people why Lamar Jackson shouldn't have ran the 40.
Okay, because most of these NFL scouts are salivating at the fact that this guy could play a position other than the one he wants to play. These other positions that they want him to play, one of the biggest assets you can have, they want you to have, is speed. Lamar Jackson is blazing fast. Like, we don't need a stopwatch to know he's blazing fast. We got years of game film of him dropping back, wanting to pass, the offensive line breaking down, and him taking off and running by everybody. If he runs the 40 and he smokes it like I fully expect him to, 4-4-ish type stuff, it's only going to ramp up everyone saying he should be a running back, he should be a receiver, you could use him in special teams. That's all it's going to do. They don't want to see him as a quarterback. So why go out there and show those people how fast you can sprint? Because that's all they want to see anyway.
And when you wrote that on Twitter, I said that's exactly the reason why he shouldn't run the 40. Because all it's going to be, he should be a wide receiver. He should change positions. We already know Lamar Jackson is fast. He probably will join the NFL and be the fastest quarterback in the league. Arguably. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know who would be faster than him. I think he'd be the fastest in the league. Personally.
I was going to say, I don't see anybody faster.
But Spade, I want to say, people said that if anything, want to know what that pro day showed me? That pro day showed me that Lamar Jackson, people banging the cannon on Lamar Jackson about his completion percentage. Oh, he's not an accurate passer. His accuracy. his completion percentage. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you guys something. Lamar Jackson completion percentage went up every year. 2015, 54.7%. 2016, 56.2%. 2017, last year, 59.1%. But you want to know what else? What else? Lamar Jackson team had the highest percentage of wide receiver, not just wide receiver, skill position drops in all of college. So he threw 59%. He threw 59% last year. And I think his team was 12% was drops. So you don't think that hurts his field goal percentage? Yeah, the wide receiver get a drop.
Absolutely.
The wide receiver get a drop, but if the wide receiver catch the ball, he's easily in the 63, 65 percentile. That's a good point. The NCAA average is 6%. His team is dropping 6% more of the passes than the NCAA average. That's terrible. That's and it showed at a pro day how bad his receivers were. I mean, Spade, he was throwing the ball hard, but some of them passes, they was some nice balls, and they was going right through the receiver's hands. And I'm like, look at this! Goodness gracious! They can suit me up right now, and I could catch better than some of those guys out there, Spade, easily. Yeah. I mean, it's terrible, and they want to talk about Lamar Jackson and his completion percentage when old boy up there in Wyoming throwing like 53%. 53%. Come on, man. But they talking about that dude about to be a high pick in the draft. I'm a Lamar fan, so maybe people want to say, he's biased. I totally agree with you, Spade. Lamar Jackson should not have ran the 40, and I'm glad he didn't. And if that pro day showed me anything, it showed me that Lamar Jackson really was Louisville. He was the whole team. Them receivers, them receivers, they really let him down a ton of times. Even at his pro day, Spade, they was dropping the ball in shorts and t-shirts. What you think they gonna do in equipment getting hit?
Yeah.
Terrible.
I peep.
Terrible.
I peep. LaParis, I got to tell you something. I'm kind of proud of you, bro.
Go
You
ahead.
sound like me over there. I don't know if I've ever heard you dive into your numbers like that. I like when you come with the numbers. I like that. That's good stuff. That's good stuff.
I'm just Spade. This dude. I mean, I like the kid, and you know he's gonna probably go. You know they still project him to go in the first round. Now I'm seeing some Lamar chatter about him going in the first round. I'm hearing San Diego was at the pro day. I'm hearing a few teams was at the pro day. Maybe he'll go late first round, maybe in the second round. But I just hope he gets an opportunity.
Projected.
Spade, where did you say you're gonna go?
Look, it's one team that I just would not be shocked if they scooped them up. I told LaParis this off camera, man. I don't know what it is, but Pete Carroll is the only coach in the league that don't mind letting a brother hold a clipboard. Like, you don't see a lot of black backups. But Seattle has always seemed to have one. They had Seneca Wallace. They had Tavares Jackson. They had Trevon Boykin, who just recently got locked up for putting his hands on a female. Do better. Word. But, hey, right now it seems to be a vacancy. And I would not be shocked if Seattle picked him up. Now, he is projected to go around 28 to 35, somewhere, like you said, late first, early second. And wherever he goes, man, I just want somebody to give him a shot at what the kid wants to do. I mean, he's proved that he can throw the football. He's a hell of a quarterback. Give him a shot. That's not to say he's going to set the league on fire. Everybody don't.
Spade, why do he have to? I'm not asking you because I know you know. But why do he have to set the league on fire? Why? It's not. I hate to say it because people want to say life ain't fair, but for a guy like Lamar Jackson, he has to set the league on fire. But we seen guys like Kyle Bowler come in the league. Like, what did Kyle Bowler do? And he was a top pick in the draft. I hate to say it because people gonna be like, oh, well, life ain't fair, but it's not fair, man. They want Lamar Jackson change positions and be this set the league on fire guy. Why can't he just play quarterback? It's a lot of, and I'm not saying he's gonna be mediocre, but it's a lot of mediocre quarterback play, and I think Lamar Jackson can come in and take somebody's damn job. That's what I think.
Well, I tell you what, for anybody, and I know everybody don't get a chance to follow sports as closely as we do, so I want to share some information. If you want to know anything about Lamar Jackson, if you want to know anything about the team that he plays for and how things go, in your spare time, do your Googles, look up Louisville versus Wake Forest. Look up that game, and it is going to blow your mind. It is going to blow your mind when you see what was Wake Forest's record. Let me see right quick.
I don't know, but didn't they give up like 700 yard total offense to Wake Forest?
Bruh. I think, let me see what Wake was. Wake, where y'all at? Wake, come talk to me, Wake. Just look up that game, y'all. That's all I'm going to say. Just look up that game. Wake Forest was 4-4 in their conference, I believe. Do I got it here? Yep. They finished 8-5, but they finished 4-4 in the ACC standings. Louisville also finished 8-5 overall and 4-4 in the ACC. Look up that game. That'll tell you all you need to know. I'm ready to move forward, bro.
Let's take it to the NBA, bro. Is it the NBA or? Spade, me and you talked about this off air, man. You made some great points, so I just we decided to add it as a topic. But
yeah,
and you're an unofficial ball boy. I'm tired of talking about the balls every week, but they just find their way somehow to make it on this show.
It's my brother.
Spade, you gotta talk about Liangelo Ball. He declared for the NBA draft, Spade. Now, if you guys don't know, he's over there playing him, LeVar, and what's the little brother, LaMelo, over there playing in Lithuania. If you guys didn't know, Liangelo decided to declare for the draft. You have to be 1 year out of high school to be eligible to play in the NBA. He did his 1 year over there in Lithuania. After he announced that he's going to the draft, Spade, you want to know what he did? Dropped 72 points. He dropped 72 of them things.
Yeah.
So, I cannot wait to K-Spade get into this topic. Liangelo Ball declares for the draft, Spade. I want to ask you the hard question.
Yes.
Will he be drafted? Spade, Will Liangelo get drafted, Spade? Talk to your boy.
Look, man. I don't like
Spade,
when you bring
Spade.
topics.
I know you're an unofficial ball.
Let me have my lead in. I don't like when you bring topics to the show that make me say things that aren't nice about my stepfamily.
What you mean?
Listen, man. At this point, Liangelo probably
the
got
past
a better
2 weeks
chance.
you've been kind of rough. The past 2 weeks you've been kind of rough.
At this point, Liangelo probably got a better chance of being drafted into the military than he do being drafted into the NBA. Let me tell you something, man. I like Liangelo, and I'm gonna tell you something.
Do you?
Liangelo actually, I do. He actually has game, and I'm gonna take it a step further. I think when it comes to like his form and the way he shoots, I think he actually has a better shot than either of his brothers.
Go ahead and call him your favorite word, Spade. Go ahead and call him your favorite word.
No, listen, he's a tweener, y'all.
That's your favorite word. That's it.
That's not my favorite word. That's his characteristic. This guy is really, in high school, he played kind of as a big. He's not really big enough to be a big, and he really don't have the handles or the speed or the quickness of any of that stuff to be a guard. I'm going to tell you, 2 very bad decisions led Liangelo into this spot right here that I don't like. One was his
Still in
fault.
China?
He was overseas trying to steal shit, which I don't understand why. I don't know if he was trying to show out for his friends. I don't know if he thought that was cool. I don't know, but it was a very, very poor decision. Now, I'm not going to crucify the kid for that because he was a kid making a dumb decision, and as a kid, I made dumb decisions. I make some dumb decisions as an adult. None of my decisions was that dumb, but dumb nonetheless. That decision right there definitely put him in a bad spot. And as a result, his father didn't like the punishment that UCLA was dishing out to him. I said here on this very show, I believe you teach kids. If my kids make a mistake, whatever the punishment is for that mistake, I want them to go through it to learn their lesson. If UCLA had decided that Liangelo couldn't play this entire year, I'd have made my son go through that for embarrassing me, taking his ass overseas and stealing. I would have made him go through that. But LeVar made the next very poor decision. He withdrew his son from UCLA, thus making him ineligible to get that scholarship, jacked that whole thing up, and then took him overseas, which I thought maybe it could work out. He didn't go to Spain, LaParis, or one of these places where their Euro League is respected. He didn't take him there. He took him to Lithuania. I still was somewhat on board. He also organized where Lithuania would play some exhibition games against lesser talent. I didn't really like that, but I still was on board. But want me to tell you when I jumped off board?
When you jump?
I got some numbers right here, bro. I got some numbers. Do you want to know? Do you want to know what Liangelo averaged per game over there? Do you want to know what he averaged, bro?
I mean, he just dropped 72, so he got to be like 25, 30, right?
He averaged 16 points a game, bro. 16 points a game. Now, look, the Liangelo fans are going to jump in the mentions and say, Spade, it was some games that he didn't get a lot of minutes. It was some games he didn't come off the bench. You know, the Lithuanians looked over at the Ball brothers and probably felt some kind of way. We've been over here playing for 35 people. Y'all showed up. We got damn Facebook cameras and stuff out here. And damn it, we want to get on the camera just like y'all do. So, man, look, the Ball brothers out there wide open. The Lithuanians ain't passing. They trying to, hey, they want to go pro too. But the thing is, if you're going to withdraw your son from UCLA and take him to Lithuania, he has to dominate. He got to look like a man amongst boys over there. And 16 points a game ain't cutting it. Now let me go to something else. Yeah, after he made his announcement that he was declaring for the draft, he went in, he dropped 72. And everybody said, look, all he needed was the ball. First of all, that was an exhibition game against youth talent. And before you guys try to cape for that, in the very next game, 4 days after his 72-point game, how about Liangelo and LaMelo both combined for 8 points in a game that they lost? Huh? And let me give you some more stats. Liangelo finished that game 1 of 7. Bro.
Spade, he declared for the draft. Spade, what was his other option? What should he have done? Don't say stay in school because that's off the table now.
Couldn't stay in school, but he could have done another year in this league. What I would have liked to seen him do was leave this Lithuanian league, go play in a league that is more respected, and compete and show these guys that you want it, man. I don't like this. He's a kid. So I fault him somewhat, but I put more fault on LeVar. And I've been saying LeVar is a genius, but I don't like this. You put him over there, and the world was watching. I tuned in to some of those games that you had to be on Facebook to watch. I don't go on Facebook because I'm scared one of my old crazy chicks from 5th grade is going to find me. I don't like Facebook. I was on there to watch these kids, and he didn't look dominant enough. He did get better as the season went on. To start the season off, he looked out of shape. He looked slow, sluggish. It was dunk attempts that he was rim grazing on. By the end of their little season thing, he was putting it down with ease. He did get better. But LaParis, he ain't show enough. Right now, the best case scenario for Liangelo is getting a contract with a G League team and balling his ass off and getting the call up. That's the best case scenario for Liangelo.
That's why I'm going to go spend. They're going to have to deal with some hard truth. Now, LeVar came out early in the year and was like, if all my sons ain't on the Lakers and they don't draft my sons, then we pulling Lonzo up off the Lakers and they going to all play together. Well, they all going to be playing together in the G League because Liangelo was not getting drafted. I'm sorry, y'all. First of all, I don't think NBA teams, they see all the turmoil that LeVar has been putting on Luke Walton and Lakers management and all that crap. Him with the media, they done banned him from talking to the media. It's all that outside noise I don't think these teams are going to want to deal with. You'll deal with that. You'll deal with some of that stuff for Lonzo because you can see, okay, Lonzo could be special. Like, you can see special characteristics. You'll be like, okay, I can see something here. You're not about to deal with that for no Liangelo Ball. You're not. So, he's not as talented as Lonzo. You said you respect his jump shot better than Lonzo. And I mean, some of them, when he looked like his jump shot is more fluent, is more of a natural shot. But right. Spade, like you said, he's a 20. He don't really have a position. And when you, at least in my opinion, when you don't really have a position like that, you either gotta be athletic as hell or you gotta be a bully. You gotta be a bully enough to play the 4, or you gotta be athletic enough to play the 3. And he's neither.
Yeah.
So
I agree.
I don't see him getting drafted. I'm interested to know what the fans think, what the supporters of this show think. Liangelo Ball, do you guys see him getting drafted? Because I don't. I agree with you, Spade. Again, shockingly, me and you don't normally agree on this show, but I see him in the G League.
Not this much.
I definitely see him in the G League, and I mean, I don't know. The crazy thing is, I don't think that's going to make LeVar happy. He's not going to like that at all. He might send his son overseas to play again.
No.
Go ahead.
Wait. It's not a given that he goes to the G League. That's best case scenario. He could look, and now if you LeVar, you got to start pondering the possibility that he don't get a contract anywhere. So then you're gonna have to take him back overseas.
That's definitely probably option 1A. But I think somebody would sign him up in the G League, Spade. I do.
I think he can play. And I'm not saying I think he's NBA talent. I don't. Somebody tweeted me and said, man, this guy averaged 30 points a game in high school. Somebody's going to give him a shot. And I told that guy, I used to work with somebody that averaged damn near 30. I don't know if it was 30, 27, 28 points a game in high school that was working in the factory. So, I mean, I don't want you to think that's a given. It's folks in college that average. You can go to a small college and average 30 points a game. That don't mean you're going to be a productive pro. It don't mean it. The fact of the matter is this guy's
go
big.
wheels and drop 100 points in a high school game. And he went to the Cavs and,
But he was going to be all right, though. But, I mean, it's just the fact that, like, Lonzo Ball's a point guard and he's taller than Liangelo. You got to understand when I'm telling y'all this guy's a 20. He's a 6'5". What is he? Small forward? Power forward? 6'5"? And I'm not saying it can't
I gotta
be done.
Ask you, Spade. You the basketball guy on the show. I got to ask you. Can he play the 2?
No. Flat out can't. No.
I can't see him. I can't. Like I said,
I feel. But they want to make him. They want to make him a Draymond build. They want him to be like a poor man's Draymond.
But ain't Draymond like 6'8"?
6'7". Yeah, 6'7", 6'8".
Yeah.
This guy's 6'5".
Like I think Donovan Mitchell like 6'4", ain't he?
He's 6'3".
This is what I'm saying. When you when you a guy at that height and I'm not talking about Donovan Mitchell, I'm talking more about Liangelo, especially for him. Like, you either gotta, Donovan Mitchell is athletic as hell. Like, you gotta be athletic as hell, or you either gotta be a bully. You got. I don't see him making this spade. I'm sorry. I don't know. And I don't think LeVar's going to take that well. At some point, Lonzo's going to have to make a stand. All that, I'm going to take my son off the Lakers if don't nobody pick up his brothers.
He'd be a fool. And it probably wouldn't be the first time LeVar has done something foolish, but he would be an absolute fool to ruin his son's pro career on some Look, man. If you listen, as a father, if you get a kid in the league, that's like winning the lottery, bro.
Word.
And I don't mean for the financial gain.
Well,
I mean the pride of cutting the TV on and seeing your son in the league.
Yeah, man.
That's winning the lottery. If you get more than one, that's even better. But this fool want all three of them in the league on the same team? What?
Yeah, man.
Come on, man. Come on.
Yeah.
Don't ruin Lonzo's career with that foolishness.
Eventually, Lonzo's going to have to make a stand and be like, my father do not speak for me. I mean, maybe he seemed like a quiet guy. Maybe he'll say that behind the scenes. Maybe he said it behind the scenes. But I don't see. I'm interested to know what the fans think, because I don't see Liangelo getting drafted in the league. And it's two rounds. And I mean, and even in the second round, usually those second round picks, a lot of those guys. Not say a lot. Majority of those guys, they end up in the G League. They end up playing overseas or something. A lot of them don't make it to the league. That's why a lot of second round picks, they be foreigners. They'll stash some of these guys overseas and let them, see how it work out over there. But they'll just have the rights to them. But I really don't see this guy even getting drafted in the second round. I can see him playing in the G League, but I don't think that's going to make LeVar happy, so I definitely probably see him back overseas, man. Somewhere when LeVar could control the narrative and run the situation how he want to run it. He's not about to do that shit in Spain and over there where they playing in the FIBA and all that. He ain't about to do it over there. But Lithuania, he can do that shit in Lithuania, but he ain't about to do that over there in the FIBA. So I definitely...
Let me say this before we end this segment, bro. Liangelo is going to, without a doubt, he's going to get an invite to the Summer League. And I hope he kills it. I hope I'm wrong.
You see him in Summer League? I don't know, bro.
I think he's going to get a chance to ball at some of these Summer League. Now, listen, I'm not saying that he's going... Look, because you can be undrafted and still get an invite to the Summer League.
You can.
So I think he gets an invite to a Summer League. And I hope he proves me wrong. I hope he kills it. But LeParis, I don't see it. I just don't.
Man, it's about to know how the fans think, though. Leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. Let's move on, bro.
Man, don't you never come in here and put me where I got to talk bad about my damn
Listen,
brother.
Bro, this is Strong Arm Sports. You got to kick the strong arm truth. You got to make some hard decisions, my dude.
Hey, listen, don't you never do that shit again, ever.
It's been 2 weeks in a row. I'm hoping LaMelo...
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm hoping LaMelo do something next week so we can talk about him.
Well, it better be something good. Let's move forward since we're in the NBA, man. We got to talk about a very special moment in the NBA. Of course, I'm talking about a brand new Hall of Fame class. A bunch of cool guys just got their tickets to go through the Naismith Hall of Fame. And I'm going to drop some names for you. Jason Kidd, Steve Nash, Ray Allen, Grant Hill. Fans of all these guys, especially Ray Allen at one point in time. One of my favorite players of all time, matter of fact. The parents, I guess it ain't much to speak on with this, but anybody there you don't feel like deserve to be there?
See?
Uh-oh. Here you go, y'all.
I gotta be that guy.
Don't. Go ahead.
I gotta be... Spade, you gotta let me be that guy. I gotta be that guy. Steve Nash. Like...
Come on. Two-time
let's
MVP.
Be honest. Hey, I'm not saying Steve Nash wasn't a good player. I don't even know who the other candidates was, but I feel like people...
One of them he stole from Shaq.
I'm about to say, he got these MVPs. Let's be honest. One of them was Shaq's. Let's be honest. So, technically, realistically, he has 2 MVPs. But I feel like one of those MVPs should have been Shaquille O'Neal. That's how I feel. I feel like a lot of people give Steve Nash a lot of credit.
Oh.
I do. I feel like...
I know what you're going to do.
Huh?
I know what you're about to do.
What I'm about to do?
You about to credit D'Antoni's system.
I am.
D'Antoni's system.
I am.
D'Antoni.
Spade. I feel like when you in D'Antoni's system, it kind of inflates your stats because of the pace you play at. And let's be honest, when he was running that 5 seconds or less crap over there in Phoenix, I mean, the league ain't never seen nothing like it before. They kind of, it was kind of hard to adjust to. Now I got Steve Nash in front of me, and Spade. When we're talking about Hall of Fame, we are talking about complete body of work, right? We're talking about career, right?
I guess.
Yeah.
I don't like where you're going with this.
And I'm not happy. I see Steve Nash average 14 points and only 8.5 assists. Now I know he had some years when he averaged 18 when he was in Phoenix. He was dropping 18 and 10 and 18 and 11 and 16 and 11. I see. But body of work career, 14 and 8.5. And I don't want to say he's not a Hall of Famer. That's not what I'm saying. I don't know who the other candidates was. I don't know who they were. But I feel like Steve Nash get a lot more credit than he deserved. That's how I feel. Grant Hill, we already know Grant Hill was going through some injuries, but Grant Hill was amazing. Ray Allen, amazing. Ray Allen, especially early Ray. Early Ray would dunk on your ass, light it up, shoot it in your face. Like, early Ray was amazing. And Jason Kidd, y'all already know, man. Any dude with Kenya Martin that can backpack the Nets to the damn finals back to back. I mean, they lost, but they backpacked them back to back to the finals. You amazing. I feel like Steven. I know they're going to kill me, Spade. I'm already prepared for it. But I feel like people give Steve Nash a lot more credit than he deserves. Go ahead.
Let me tell you, and you know you like my brother, right? You know that,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. Because you just pulled a pin on a grenade and dropped it by your foot.
Yeah.
And I'm going to come over and push you out the way and throw myself on the grenade. Okay. I'm going to defend Steve Nash. Steve Nash. Okay. But I'm going to make people more upset with me than they are with you.
I don't know, Spade.
You cannot come for Steve Nash.
Go ahead.
You cannot come for Steve Nash with John Stockton in the damn Hall of Fame. I had a debate with some people. First of all, what is John Stockton's
let me
points
say this.
per game average?
13. John Stockton averaged 13. 13 points. Okay. I don't have, I got to look it up. But while you talking, I'm going to look it up. But if I'm not mistaken, John Stockton was at least, at that time, led the league, broke the assist record and had the most steals in NBA history, if I'm not mistaken. I got to look it up, though.
I just don't feel like you can come for Nash for his numbers unless you come for Stockton. Now, I'm not, by any stretch of imagination, saying John Stockton is not a Hall of Famer. Let me say that. I'm saying if you all right with Stockton being in there, you have to be all right with Nash. If you're not all right with Nash, then we're going to talk to Nash after you go talk to John damn Stockton. Talk to him first.
Spade, look what I got in front of me. Now, I didn't get steals yet, but I do have assists. John Stockton is still number one in assists, and by a lot.
Pick and roll. PNR.
Spade, I understand your point. My point to you is John Stockton is at least number one in something in the NBA history. He's first. Jason Kidd is second. And I mean, John Stockton is leading by like 3,800 and something, or 700 and something. I ain't do the exact math, but it's definitely 3,700 and something. Jason Kidd is second. Steve Nash is third. Steve Nash is third in assists. He's not on the steals list, and he averaged 14 damn points a game. Bro. And he got 2 MVPs. Come on, man.
Don't come for Steve Nash.
Don't come
for Steve Nash. That's all I got to say. Don't come for Steve Nash. All right?
Okay. I mean, I already know people want to be mad about that because for some reason people love Steve Nash. They love Steve Nash, and they give him a lot more credit than I think he deserves, when I think a lot more of that credit should go to D'Antoni. In my opinion. That's my opinion. And can't nobody change my opinion. That's how I feel. You ready to move on?
Yeah, I really am, because I don't want to talk this no more.
I'm just, hey, put Mark Jackson in the Hall of Fame too then, damn it, since we just putting people in there for averaging a little bit over double figures and 8 damn dimes. Let's take it to Philly. Gotta take it to Philly. Spade, when you go to Philly, you gotta get you a cheesesteak, bro. I don't know if you ever had a real Philadelphia cheesesteak, but it's some of the best cuisine.
It's a lot of grease. Ain't there a lot of grease?
It's a lot of grease, but it's some of the best cuisine you ever eat from a real Philadelphia cheesesteak spot.
I went to a Philly Connection one time. I'm sure it's the same.
Oh,
go ahead.
It's not the same, bro. It's not the same. But, baby, we're going to take it to Philly. And no, we're not talking Ben Simmons and Rookie of the Year, because that's you want to talk about throwing a grenade, you know what I mean, in the room. That'll just blow the whole room up. We ain't talking about Ben Simmons for Rookie of the Year. We're going to talk about Joel Embiid. Markelle Fultz came back, too, by the way. Markelle Fultz came back and ended up headbutting. It was a loose ball. Markelle Fultz ended up headbutting Joel Embiid in his face and fractured his orbital bone. And Joel Embiid just had successful orbital bone surgery this morning. Spade. Philadelphia, no Embiid. Philadelphia actually came out today and said that Joel Embiid is expected to miss at least one game in the playoffs. Talk to me about this injury.
Look, it's a freak accident. I don't want to pick on Markelle Fultz. It's kind of hard not to. When you're number 1 overall pick, you missed the entire season. When you do surface with some footage that you play in, your shot looks horrendous. You finally get back in the lineup. They ask you about your shoulder. Instead of just saying no comment or I don't want to talk about it, you just stare. Like a little crazy person. You just stare. And then in your second game back, you headbutt the star of the team and you break his face.
Dang.
It's super unfortunate. The good news is Embiid will be okay. Embiid will be okay. The team will still make the postseason. They should. They will.
If I'm not mistaken, I think they in, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they will. They good. And I hate to admit it, LaParis, but it kind of gives Embiid a rest. It kind of gives Embiid a rest going into the postseason. So,
I mean, it's a free accident,
Markelle. I ain't going to give you no hard time, Markelle. I ain't going to give you no hard time, bro, with your little hard-headed ass. You just, I ain't going to give you no smoke.
Babe, people were saying Embiid for MVP. This will hurt that candidacy.
Stop. Nobody's saying that. Stop.
Bro, that's what they saying.
Bro,
that's what they saying.
That. Nobody's saying that.
Spade always think I'm trying to come at James Harden like I don't like James Harden. It took a Gerald Green 3 for them to beat Phoenix last night.
I didn't even say nothing about James Harden. That's how I know you trolling. I ain't even say nothing about James Harden. You went there because that's how I know you trolling. Stop.
Bro.
Stop.
You always think I'm trying to come at your neck, bro. I'm telling you,
Stop.
People were saying Embiid for MVP.
Nobody was saying that.
Okay. Listen, man, I feel like this is a big injury, man. You saying there's much to do about nothing? I feel like this is a big injury, man. He's a major part to that team. I mean, we see these type of bigs like Embiid, Karl Anthony Towns, these type of guys that can stretch the field, still put you in the blender in the post, can put the ball on the ground. These are special type of individual. They rare breeds. It's not a lot of these guys. And I feel like his versatility is what makes the I was about to say the Eagles, the 76ers what they are. And if you telling me, I don't know who they would be matched up with right now in the playoffs, but if you telling me they don't have Embiid for whatever series that is, that whole first round series, they lose. I don't care who it is. They losing. They need Embiid. So I don't know.
I mean, maybe Ben Simmons gonna actually start shooting. Maybe he gonna start making some of his shots.
Spade, I don't know if you have it in front of you. Do you have like the standings? Who they will play?
I'm a click away. Give me a moment.
I think they fourth. Right now. Yeah, they fourth. They will play Indiana, man. And I don't know that.
Oh.
I don't know.
Oh, that ain't. Oh,
I don't know. I don't know if they can win that series, bro. I don't know if they can win that series with no Embiid. They would definitely need Embiid. We already know Indiana has a big of their own in Miles Turner. They got another big in Thad Young. They got another big in Sabonis. They got another big in Big Al Jefferson. So, I mean, they got bodies they can throw out there. And I don't know, man. Embiid going down is a major issue. They better hope
They'll be okay.
You gotta always
but I ain't gonna lie. Wait.
Go ahead.
I might have heard wrong. I thought they said he's gonna miss one first round playoff game.
Yeah, I said one game.
Saying?
I said one game, but I mean, that's the estimation. What if it don't heal properly? I mean, we never know. It can be anything.
They gonna throw a mask on this dude. He be back in no time. They be fine.
Okay. I hope you're right. I mean, I enjoy Joel Embiid on Twitter, but I enjoy watching the kid play, man. I like watching him play, man. He bringing back kind of that old flavor Spade when he popping shit to everybody. He don't care who you are. He pop shit to everybody. Getting in Westbrook ass, like that's the type of play he is, and I like that. So I want him to be all right, man. I hate another injury for Joel Embiid because Markelle Fultz want to headbutt him in the face.
Little hard-headed ass. Be all right. Let's go ahead and wrap this show up, man. Last segment of the show today, folks. You already know what it is. We call this a Strong Arm Performer of the Week. It is a podcast award of excellence, and we give it away twice a week. We give it to a male or female who raised his or her level of play to ensure that their team got the victory. The Paris, you on the hot seat. Who is your Strong Arm Performer of the Week and why? Don't mess this up, bro, because you've been dropping the ball all year.
What are you talking about? Last week I gave it to... Let me be quiet. Listen, man, I gotta give mine to a guy.
Of course. Of course you do.
I'm giving mine to a guy that played out of his mind. Not only did he play out of his mind, he set the franchise record in points. And there's been a lot of notable guys that people tell us are the best at their position. KG. That's what people tell us. But these guys played for that franchise, and this guy broke the record. And I'm talking about Karl Anthony Towns. They call him the Big Cat. Spady went 19 of 32. It's like 59% from the field. 6 from 8 from 3. If my math correct, that's 75% from the field. 12 of 15 from the line. 15 rebounds, 4 dimes, and had 56 points in a 126-114 win over the Atlanta Hawks. Spade. Good God. Karl Anthony Towns.
Whoa. Over the who?
What you say? Huh?
Over the who?
The Atlanta Hawks? What do you mean?
The Hawks from Atlanta? The ones that's trying to lose?
Spade, he said, come on, man. I ain't about to let you do this.
No. Make me feel all icky inside to give it to somebody playing against the Hawks. They don't want to win.
He went bananas though, Spade. Like they could have. Okay. He went bananas. You already know Tibbs play his people 89 minutes a game, and I mean Karl Anthony Towns had 56 points. I don't even know why you allow. I mean, Karl Anthony Towns had it going so much, Spade, that he played 41 minutes. I don't even know. I mean, it was a close game, and I mean, Minnesota is definitely fighting for a playoff berth. And Karl Anthony Towns, let me tell you what I like about Karl Anthony Towns. Not only is he from Jersey. We ain't talking about that.
No, that's all you like. You can stop right there. No. I knew you was going to say.
No, Spade. I'm keeping it real. They interviewed him after the game. And he was like, you know what, I'm happy that me scoring all these points and setting the franchise record. You know, he said all the right things, saying it was humbling that the fans was giving him standing ovation and all that. But he said, I'm glad that I was able to do that to help my team still push for this playoff berth. Because they trying to get in the playoff berth. When you got a guy like Andrew Wiggins that's like, I need more touches. Andrew Wiggins was averaging 20 damn points, and they wasn't making the playoffs. He's averaging 16, 17 points now. And they in the playoff. They this is the closest they ever been to making the playoffs. And he want to bitch him on about not getting more touches. Let's be honest. Karl Anthony Towns is saying all the right things, Spade. Not to mention the night before, Ben Simmons wanted to play PUBG with Karl Anthony Towns. And Towns was like, I got a game to play. And Ben Simmons was like, who you play? And he was like, I gotta play the Hawks. And Ben Simmons said, oh, you got all the time in the world. And then right behind that, the next game the Hawks played, Ben Simmons went out there and dropped the damn triple-double on him. But go ahead, Spade.
Which is why I'm saying this accolade don't matter.
Listen,
it don't matter.
Karl Anthony Towns, for that performance, you are my Strong Arm Performer of the Week. Karl Anthony Towns.
Bears, Did you just use your Strong Arm Performer of the Week segment to take another jab at Wiggins? Is that what you just did? That's terrible.
I want to like
terrible.
Wiggins, bro. You want to know how many points Wiggins had?
No, you don't.
You want to know how many points Wiggins had?
No, I don't.
17.
Nah, I want to get my award away.
7 of 13. He had 2 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals.
Hey, that's above 50%. He shot well. You should have gave
shot
it to Wiggins.
53% from the field.
Should have gave it to Wiggins. He
still
won't
had his
touch it.
damn 17 points though. Go ahead, Spade.
Reclaiming my time. Let me get this thing. Listen, man. Listeners of Strong Arm Sports, guys, girls, ladies and gentlemen, I got something for you. This is gonna be an iconic moment here on Strong Arm Sports. I'm taking my one SAS Strong Arm Performer of the Week trophy, and I'm handing it to 2 individuals. You know what?
What are we doing?
I'm handing it to Jackie Young and also Enrique Agumbawale for beating UConn. That's right. I'm giving it to the Notre Dame Fighting Irish girls. Let me tell you, I got some stats right here. First of all, I don't know if you saw Gino, but Gino looked mad. You better keep an eye on Gino. Last time I saw somebody look that mad, it was TMZ filming Fabulous, and he was mad. Keep an eye on Gino, y'all. I don't know what Gino gonna do. Let me tell you what these lady fighting Irish did though. Jackie Young came out there and gave UConn 32 of them damn things, and of course you got to talk about my girl Agumbawale, who hit the shot heard around the world. It was a 3 in OT. Bang! Get your ass out of here, Gino. I don't know that she said that to him, but Kobe was in attendance supporting UConn, and even he had to get these ladies their props. Notre Dame, man. Go ahead and take care of business. Go ahead and win it all. With that performance, you girls are my Strong Arm Performers of the Week.
So he wanted to complain about my Strong Arm Performer, and he done split the trophy in half and gave it to 2 females.
I didn't split it in half. They both reached their hand out, and I put it in like 4 palms. It's a big award. You can do that.
Jesus Christ. Spade, you know I hate everything
You're not
Notre
gonna,
Dame.
wait,
you
you're
know
not
I
gonna
hate everything
congratulate
Notre
them?
Dame, bro.
Are you not going to congratulate them?
Spade, you know I hate everything Notre Dame. And I mean, it ain't like we ain't seen UConn women lost last year. They ain't win the title last year.
They beat Gino. Anytime Gino go down, it's something to celebrate.
Listen, man.
That's
I hate
parody. That's
everything
what
Notre
you like.
Dame.
You in the NFL. NFL folks say parody. Everybody was in the comment section like, Spade, it's okay if the men's college basketball players aren't trying and they losing on purpose because they ready to go pro. At least it's parody. At least it's upsets. Y'all like upsets? Damn it. Bang the like and support the Notre Dame Fighting Irish women for they win.
I mean, okay. Spade, you got anything else to add before I
Not
close
give
the
no
show?
female athletes they props. I want to apologize to all of you.
That's not
my
true.
co-host not giving y'all props.
I'm not rock. I don't like Notre Dame. I don't like anything Notre Dame. Go ahead.
Give them their damn props. Give them their props.
Spade, you got anything else to add?
You not gonna give them their props?
No. I'm not.
Wow.
I'm not about to rep for Notre Dame, bro. I'm not
I
repping
am
for Notre
disappointed.
I'm not repping
bro.
for Notre Dame, bro.
I
Nope.
have never seen you act like this.
Nope.
This is bad.
Not repping for
All
Notre
right.
Dame, bro.
Well, I guess I ain't say rep for them. I say give them their props. They went out there.
I mean,
32
they competed.
points.
They won a game. Okay.
Wow.
You see,
Okay.
you can't go
All
down
right,
before.
let's
I'm
wrap.
not.
That's right. I'm about to lead the show. Let's wrap. Let's go.
Listen, man. Listen, we want to thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of Strong Arm Sports. As usual, if you new here, bang the subscribe button. If you're a regular, bang the like button. It takes 2 seconds. There's also a little bell up there. You can click that bell. It gives you a mobile notification right to your mobile device. Sends you a notification right to your mobile device to let you know when a new episode has been uploaded of Strong Arm Sports. We want to thank you guys for your continued support. If you don't want to see 2 dudes arguing in the box, we got audio podcasts everywhere. For now, UPodOmatic, SoundCloud, iTunes, we everywhere. We want to thank you guys for your continued support.
Facts.
We got merch. I keep telling y'all, we got merch. Copy you a hoodie, copy you a shirt, summertime.
Clean too.
I mean, they fire. They fire. Mine on the way. Listen, cop some merch. Show your support. If you tweet us that you cop merch, tweet us the picture Instagram us the picture. We posted on our gram over there. You can follow us on Instagram as well. You post clips of the show over there. We want to thank you guys for your continued support. And we'll see you guys next episode. We out. Peace.